In the dry, red dust of Tavor 3, a mining outpost on the fringes of civilized space, I was just another human contractor fixing atmospheric processors. Life here was lonely and hard. The pay was decent, but the silence, crippling. Most nights I ate ration bars, stared out at the twin moons, and wondered if Earth had even noticed I was gone. That all changed the day she walked into the dome. Her entrance stopped everyone cold. Workers, guards, even the usually foul-tempered cook. Standing nearly 7 feet tall, clad in obsidian armor that shimmered like oil under the lights, was the most striking alien woman I'd ever seen. She had silver skin traced with violet veins and sharp, angular facial features framed by braids that cascaded to her waist like woven metal. Her eyes were twin pools of pale amber, glowing faintly, and she was walking directly toward me. I stood from my maintenance bench slowly, confused, as her boots clanked with weight and purpose across the steel flooring. Everyone parted as she passed, watching like a scene from a dream. She stopped inches away, towering over me. "You," she said, voice smooth and commanding. "You will be my husband." Dead silence. And blinked. I'm sorry, what?" "You heard me," she said. "My name is Xari of House Velturin. I have come to claim you." Laughter broke out from the back. Someone dropped a wrench. I didn't move. I'd heard rumors of the Velturin, a warrior matriarchy known for their brutality in battle and strict genetic traditions. But they hadn't been seen in this system for years. We thought they'd vanished. Extinct, maybe. "I think you have the wrong guy," I said, my voice tight. "I'm just a maintenance tech." "You repaired the orbital shield generator during the last solar storm," she replied. "Your actions saved this outpost and 23 Velturin civilians. Your file was examined." "You read my file." She reached into a pouch and produced a small, glowing sigil. A holographic projection showed my face, employment records, even medical data. "You have strong bone density, high adaptability, no mutations. Your temperament is tolerable." "Well, thanks," I muttered. "That's flattering." Xari dropped the sigil and stepped even closer. "We require a mate of such qualities. Our bloodline has thinned through generations of inbreeding among war-bred males. We need fresh genes. You are optimal. But don't I get a say in this?" She tilted her head. "You are not enslaved. You may decline. But it would dishonor me." Gravely. Behind her, the cook ducked out of sight. I tried to think fast. "Look, maybe we can talk this over?" "I am prepared to offer my dowry," she added, lifting a hand. A drone floated in through the door behind her. It opened, revealing stacks of silver or a weapon cache, and what looked like priceless galactic jewels. Someone gasped. "You must be joking," I said. "I am never joking," she replied solemnly. "You will be given armor, honor, and pleasure beyond human comprehension." Another pause. "Did you say pleasure?" She smiled, a dangerous expression that made my spine shiver. The next morning I was gone from the outpost. Apparently, when a Velturin warrior makes a proposal, you either leave voluntarily, or she carries you off. In my case it was both. We flew in her ship, sleek, black, and shaped like a crescent blade, through hyperspace toward her homeworld, Veltura Prime. On the journey she explained more. Her people believed in choosing mates based on merit and survival, not love or romance. But, she added, those things may follow. When we landed, I stepped into a city of towering structures, all built from dark stone and metal. Warriors trained in open arenas. Massive banners depicting house crests flapped in the acidic wind. I was taken to her estate, more of a fortress really, and introduced to her sisters. 7 of them. Each one taller than me. Each one armed. This is the one you chose. One of them, Vkala, asked skeptically. He has saved more lives than you've ever counted, Xari replied proudly. He looks soft. He has potential. I was sent to a trial hall, an ornate room with ancient symbols etched into the floor, and given a ceremonial blade. You will now undergo 3 trials, Xari said, to prove your worth. Nobody told me about trials. It is tradition, she said. If you pass, the bond is sealed. If not. She didn't answer, just handed me the blade. Trial 1. The trial of will. I was placed in a simulated dream chamber, a device that plunged my consciousness into illusions meant to break my mind. I relived my worst memories. My father's death, the failure of my first mission, the isolation of space. But I didn't break. I endured. After all, being human meant carrying pain like oxygen. We lived with it. When I awoke, 3 of her sisters nodded in respect. Trial 2. The trial of strength. I was dropped into a pit with a creature they called the Korlax, a 6-limbed beast with diamond-hard claws and a hatred for movement. My strategy wasn't brute force. I distracted it using sparks from the broken chamber lights, then wedged a pipe between its mandibles and stunned it with a coolant burst. I didn't kill it. I outsmarted it. That was unexpected, Xari whispered afterward, her voice tinged with admiration. Trial 3. The trial of devotion. This was the strangest of all. I was told to stand before Xari alone while she unarmed herself, removing armor piece by piece, exposing the silver shimmer of her battle-scarred skin. Her eyes glowed with challenge. This final trial is simple, she said. Touch me. Not out of lust, not out of fear, but out of choice. The hall was silent. I stepped forward. Gently, I placed my hand on her bare chest, right over the faint thrum of her heart. I choose, I said. Not because you demand it, but because you showed me more than most ever do. She exhaled sharply, and then leaned in, foreheads touching in the Veltoran symbol of union. The ceremony that followed was thunderous. I wore their ceremonial armor, lightweight but strong, and stood beside her as the banners were raised. She introduced me not as a conquest, but as her equal. This human, she declared, has proven himself more than worthy. Let the stars bear witness. That night, in her private chambers, she removed the armor again, but slower this time. She lit a silver flame between us. I didn't expect to feel this, she admitted, fingers brushing my arm. This bond. I didn't either, I whispered. But I'm not afraid of it anymore. Then you are truly one of us. She kissed me, intensely, deeply, and the room felt like it tilted off axis. Her strength was overwhelming, but her touch was deliberate, reverent. In that moment I realized something. This wasn't just about genes or strength or trials. It was about 2 souls from opposite ends of the galaxy, finding something they never thought possible. Months later, Xari and I now travel together across colonies and warfronts. She remains a fierce commander and I became an ambassador, bridging humans and Veltoran through story, science, and stubbornness. Some still whisper, "Why him?" She always answers the same. Because when I approached him, he did not run. He asked questions. He stood. He chose. And that's what matters most to the Veltoran. Not fear. And love, though they rarely admit it, does bloom in the strangest places. Especially between a battle-hardened alien queen and a stubborn human tech.